breaking update coming in with regards to the said victims of this alleged sexual assault case and those explicit videos. Now, what we are hearing that there is another victim who has now filed the case against the Hassan MP. Let me go across to Deepak now. Deepak, it seems that it is now another victim who has filed a complaint, or rather has taken up the issue of alleged sexual assault or harassment, or whatever has been there in those explicit videos against the Hassan MP. What is it all about?
Well, it seems like the trouble is only mounting for Prajwal Revanna. This is now yet another victim who has come out and spoken about Prajwal Revanna and what has happened in this particular case. Mind you, the FIR was registered on Saturday. That was the first woman who alleged that she was sexually assaulted, and she filed that FIR. HD Revanna as well was named in that. Now top sources are confirming that there is yet another victim who has come out to make these allegations once again against Prajwal. This will of course again go to the SIT, because any woman who comes out and makes any of these allegations or gives a statement. Now we should note that the SIT by itself has formed three wings. One is looking at the first FIR, one is looking into the veracity of the video, the circulation of this video, the leakage of this video. The other is trying to approach victims, trying to get their statements. Now in the latest we've been told that this is a big development, because the more complaints or the more people who come out and file a case against Prajwal Revanna, the case against him only builds up. So this is definitely more trouble that is coming the way of Mr. Prajwal Revanna. And more importantly, right now the Home Minister in very serious words has said that if HD Revanna does not appear today, then there is a possibility of the police actually going ahead and arresting him. He's also said that there are no provisions for Prajwal Revanna to seek more time under 46A, the notice which of course has been issued. So it's a lot of trouble coming the way of the Revanna family right now. The Home Minister himself, of course, confirming all of these details. So it remains to be seen.
Right. As you're talking about the Karnataka Home Minister, of course, we also had a word with him, and this is what he has to say, especially saying that when it comes to the lookout notice that has now been issued on part of the SIT, saying that there are currently no provisions to allow more time for Revanna, and the SIT is taking steps towards a possible arrest.
ಲುಕೌಟ್ ನೋಟಿಸ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಏರ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಗಳಿಗೆ, ಕೋರ್ಟ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಅವರ ಮಾಹಿತಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಲುಕೌಟ್ ನೋಟಿಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. SIT ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಪತ್ರ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಮಗೆ 6 ದಿವಸ ಸಮಯ ಕೊಡಿ, ನಾವು ಹೊರದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಲೈಂಟು, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಸಮಯ ಕೊಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸಮಯ ಕೊಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ 24 ಗಂಟೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಮಯ ಕೊಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಾವಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ನಮ್ಮ SITನವರು ಲೀಗಲ್ ಒಪಿನಿಯನ್ ಕೂಡ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ರಮಗಳನ್ನು ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ SIT ಮುಂದುವರಿಯುತ್ತೆ.
Right, but Deepak, how do we understand, as far as the SIT very well knows that he is not in the country? There is also, as far as the newsbreak is concerned, on his return ticket when he is expected to come back to India. How is the SIT now looking in all of those details and also issuing a lookout notice in the same case?
Well, for the SIT, this is a case where there is a police complaint. There is an SIT that has been formed. There are victims that they are approaching. There are details that they are looking into, and now they need to question the accused. So a notice has been issued. Mr. Revanna is expected to appear today, failing which, of course, the Home Minister himself has said that the police department may move towards an arrest. As far as Mr. Prajwal Revanna is concerned, the same process applies to him as well. When they issue this notice under 46A, one is expected to, of course, come in and appear before the investigating officers, which he has failed to do so. Whether he is abroad or not, there is of course an option for him to return immediately. And because this is a case that warrants an immediate investigation, and more importantly, there are charges that he could have tried to flee the country. Though his advocates, in the statement that they have put out, they have said that the truth will prevail, and this is him who has already gone there because there were personal commitments prior to this particular case, and he will return after 7 days. But now the SIT is also looking at the legal provisions, if they can actually allow this time to be given to Prajwal Revanna, but prima facie they say there are no such provisions.
Right. So that means if they don't appear before the SIT for questioning, the arrest is likely to happen. What about the father, HD Revanna, who's also been named?
Well, when you listen to the Home Minister, it definitely seems like there is a lot of trouble coming his way as well if he does not appear before the SIT today. He's expected to do that today. We have a team at the CID office in case he does come in for questioning. If he doesn't, the Home Minister says that the police department will move towards arresting him. So this will be, of course, explosive if that does happen. Whether Mr. Revanna will take that, chance with the Home Minister himself coming out with such a statement is a question.
All right.
Meanwhile, also legally, whether they're looking at options that they have, whether they'll look for anticipatory bail.
Well, remains to be seen if HD Revanna makes an appearance today before the SIT. Please do stay on with us, Deepak, because political reactions that have also been coming in, exactly who was behind when it comes to releasing this video or leaking these explicit videos. We're looking at the questions that are also being raised on the Deputy CM DK Shivkumar. However, he has reacted on former Chief Minister H.D. Kumaraswamy's allegations over alleged video leak. The Deputy CM has dismissed those allegations against him, and he also said that he has not sent anyone anywhere. DK rather was retaliating to the allegations that have been leveled by H.D. Kumaraswamy. Listen in.
ನನಗೆ ತಲುಕಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ಯಾ ನನಗೆ ಫೈಟ್ ರೋಡಲ್ಲಿ ಫೈಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು ಹಿಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾರನ್ನ ಕಳಿಸಿ ಎತ್ತಿಕ್ಕಿ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ತೋಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಡಗೋದು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಡೆ ಮಾಡೋದು ನನಗೇನು ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇದೆ. ಯಾರು ಈಗ ಅವ್ನು ಹುಡುಗ ಹೇಳೋನಲ್ಲ ನಾನು BJP ಅವ್ರು ಕೊಟ್ಟೆ ಅಂತ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಡೆ ಅವ್ರು ಯಾರೋ ಅಡ್ವೊಕೇಟ್ ಹೇಳಿದಾರಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ಕುಮಾರಣ್ಣನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನನಗೆ ಅಭಿಮಾನ, ಗೌಡ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅಭಿಮಾನ, ನಾನು ಭೇಟಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ, ನಾನು ತಿಳಿಸಿದ್ದೆ ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರು ತಾತರು ಕೂಡ ಹೇಳಿದಾರಲ್ಲ. ಅದು ಬಿಡಿ, ಅದು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಬರೋಣ. ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಈಗ ನಾನು ಬಿಡಿ, ಈಗ ಯಾರು ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಬಿಟ್ಟರು ಅಂತ ಅದು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ಒಂದು ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಡಿಬೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬೇಡ, ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಯಾರು ಬಿಟ್ಟರು ಯಾರು ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲ ಸವಾಲ್ಗೂ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಿದ್ಧನಾಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ.
Well, that's a response that is now coming in from DK Shivkumar, dismissing those allegations and charges that have been leveled by H.D. Kumaraswamy in a way when he was being blamed for such kind of video leak that is taking place, and that too right in the middle of elections. However, he's dismissed those allegations. DK Shivkumar also suggesting that it was him and his family on a regular basis that have been attacked, and it is not the other way around. He has nothing to do with these videos or when it comes to the release of these videos, and that too happened right in the middle of the election season. However, H.D. Kumaraswamy has been raising questions there, but on the same time they have been saying that when it comes to the accused in the case, they have to present themselves before the SIT. Remains to be seen as far as Prajwal Revanna is concerned. He still remains out of the country. He is not in India, but as far as father is concerned, he is expected to make an appearance before the SIT. Now, before when we also heard G. Parmeshwara suggesting rather or hinting that if these individuals don't appear before the SIT, then the next possible step would be arresting them. So that remains in the case of Prajwal Revanna, because as he is not in the country, he's been also seeking time from the agencies, at least a week's more time to make an appearance. That, however, request has been rejected by the SIT. A lookout notice that has now been issued. Now remains to be seen what would be the next step, because through his legal counsel, the Prajwal Revanna has been saying and suggesting that truth will prevail, and he's been denying those allegations. As far as the details that are now coming in of the Home Minister saying that if H.D. Revanna, the father of Prajwal Revanna, has to appear before the SIT, failing which that he will be arrested. There is a significant portion of that Times Now news break that is now being confirmed by the Karnataka State Home Minister. So the Karnataka Home Minister on father H.D. Revanna remains to be seen if today he will be making an appearance before the SIT, because the SIT in a way has been given instructions to fast track the case. Deepak, isn't it? So there is a certain timeline that is now bound before the SIT to continue with the investigation. Over to you.
Yes, the SIT, of course, has now issued this notice. They've said that within 24 hours they should appear. Mr. Revanna failing to appear today would mean that the police can move towards arresting him as well. This is, of course, as far as H.D. Revanna is concerned. Mr. Prajwal Revanna is abroad. We've seen his legal team, of course, write to the SIT officials. With me is former MP Mr. Ugrappa from the Congress party, who also joins us. So while, of course, the investigation continues now, a lookout notice has been issued for Mr. Prajwal Revanna. Meanwhile, there's also some politics around this issue that continues. Mr. H.D. Kumaraswamy says that it was probably D.K. Shivkumar that made Karthik release the videos and then helped him flee the country.
See, it is a baseless statement by Janata Dal and Bharatiya Janata Party. In fact, so the sequences clearly indicates that ultimately that Devaraja Gowda, who was a candidate of Bharatiya Janata Party from Ole-Narsipura constituency, 4 months back, he had addressed a press conference stating that he has got some CDs in regard to Prajwal Revanna and others.
Okay.
So, 4 months back only he knows that there was a CD. Thereafter, he has written letter to the Bharatiya Janata Party leadership stating all these things. In fact, as for the provisions of section 202 of Indian Penal Code, concealment of an information in regard to an offence is an offence. Here is a case where Bharatiya Janata Party candidate Mr. Devaraja Gowda and Bharatiya Janata Party leadership, they knows very well that there are CDs. In spite of it, Bharatiya Janata Party, alliance group, has given a ticket to this Prajwal Revanna.
This is something that the Congress has been stating, but the question is, you yourself stated
No,
3
I
to
am
4
not
months
stating.
back.
That is the fact.
Okay, you're saying it's a fact. Now, what I'd also like to ask you is, about 4 months back, if you said this individual wanted to do a press conference, spoke about these alleged tapes, there is the state police, there is the state intelligence. Why were they caught completely unaware? And even a week before the elections, when the videos got leaked and SIT was formed on Saturday, the BJP is also questioning, how did the state allow him to get to the airport?
No. See, there are two things. One, there was a statement by Mr. Devaraja Gowda. So he had not lodged any sort of complaint, nor he has informed anything to the local police. As for the law, he was bound to inform the police as per section 202 of the Indian Penal Code, which he has not done. This is one. Okay. Even in second stage, where he has written a letter to the BJP leadership, they should have at least informed the issue to the concerned police. Even in that stage also they have failed.
Okay, the former MP...
Thirdly,
okay.
See, after 26th poll, who has given, who is responsible for issuance of visa? It is central government.
But there was no case when he actually got the visa, or he flew out of the country.
In fact, I think on 25th or 26th, 26th, that case was real.
27th the case.
27th.
Early morning he had left already.
See, ultimately, once the case has been registered,
right.
So now, at least now, it is the duty of the central government to contact the...
All right, so the SIT investigation, which has already summoned Prajwal Revanna and his father today, the father is likely to make an appearance. We'll keep our viewers updated on that front. Deepak, thank you very much for joining in.